The night was draped in an inky blackness, a canvas for the twisted desires that simmered within me. It was a night like any other, yet it held a significance that I could not have anticipated. The city's heartbeat pulsed faintly in the distance as I ventured out, my steps purposeful, and my heart pounding with a mixture of exhilaration and trepidation. She was my canvas, my first victim, a young woman named Emily. Her innocence was a stark contrast to the darkness that had taken root within me. I had watched her for days, studying her routines, mapping out the intricacies of her life. It was a meticulous dance, a prelude to the symphony of terror I was about to conduct. As I followed her through the dimly lit streets, my pulse quickened with each step. It was a dance of anticipation, a ritualistic precursor to the act that would bind us together forever. Her laughter echoed through the night air, a melody that taunted me with its purity. She turned into an alley, her figure illuminated by the faint glow of a flickering street lamp. The shadows seemed to caress her, their touch intimate and possessive. I watched her from the shadows, the blade nestled in my pocket, a reminder of the power I held in my hands. My steps were silent as I approached, a predator closing in on its prey. The moment was ripe with anticipation, the air heavy with a sense of inevitability. As I reached out and covered her mouth with my gloved hand, I felt her body tense beneath my touch. Her eyes widened with terror, the realization of her vulnerability stark in their depths. In that moment, time seemed to stand still. The city's distant hum faded into silence, and all that existed was her and me. Her heartbeat echoed in my ears, a rhythm that matched the cadence of my own. The blade slipped into my hand as if guided by a force beyond my control. With a swift motion, I plunged the blade into her side. Her body convulsed in my grasp, her eyes a mix of pain, fear, and betrayal. The realization of her impending death flickered behind those eyes, a window into the depths of her terror. I watched as her life force drained away, her body growing limp in my arms. It was an intimate act, a connection forged in blood and darkness. As her breaths grew shallow, a strange sense of intimacy settled over me, a connection between predator and prey, life and death. And then, it was over. Her body lay lifeless at my feet, a testament to the power I held over life and death. The rush of adrenaline that had coursed through my veins began to subside, leaving behind a strange emptiness. It was a feeling I couldn't quite define, a mix of satisfaction and a growing sense of hollowness. As I slipped away from the alley, the weight of what I had done settled upon me. The city's pulse continued to beat, oblivious to the darkness that had played out in its midst. Emily's life had been extinguished, her dreams and aspirations snuffed out by my hand. In the days that followed, I couldn't escape the haunting truth. I was a predator, a creature of the night driven by desires that defied reason. The memory of that first hunt lingered, a macabre tapestry woven into the fabric of my existence. It was a reminder that the darkness I had embraced had a price, a toll that I would continue to pay. And as I stared into the mirror, confronting the reflection of the monster I had become, I couldn't shake the feeling that I had crossed a line from which there was no return. The genesis of my darkness was etched in blood, and with each subsequent hunt, that darkness would grow, consuming everything in its path, including my own soul.